repentance, right? Feeling bad about something doesn't mean you've repented anything. Hey, welcome back to the Restoring Warriors Daily Devotional, where every day we encourage men to pursue the calling that God has placed on their lives. Hey, before we dive into it today, I want to talk to you about the Warrior Path, all right? The Warrior Path. This is a 6-week program that we've developed here at Restoring Warriors. All right, and it's a 6-week journey through the book of Ephesians, and we really challenge guys, and we install different foundational habits that intentionally allow them to pursue a deeper relationship with the Lord. Think prayer, think fitness, think fellowship, think daily challenges, think daily Bible study. There's a lot of different aspects to it. But hey, we'd love for you to join us on the next one. We're starting a new Warrior Path on July 27th. Go to restoringwarriors.com. Click on the Warrior Path, and you can get registered. You can find out more information. And if you have any other questions, you can reach out to me directly. Let's dive back into it. We're in Matthew right now, chapter 27, verse 3, where it says this. When Judas, who had betrayed him, saw that Jesus was condemned, he was seized with remorse, and he returned the 30 pieces of silver to the chief priests and the elders. Kind of seems like a little too late, right? All right, so this is a really powerful verse here because it highlights the difference between remorse and repentance, right? Feeling bad about something doesn't mean you've repented anything. All right, Judas, he wasn't celebrating what happened to Jesus. What happened was the reality of his sin finally hit him. All right, he saw that Jesus was condemned, and Matthew says he was seized with remorse, right? And the Greek word for remorse, it carries the idea of deep regret, sorrow, and emotional anguish. So Judas, he knew that he did something wrong. All right, but here's the tragedy is remorse alone, it doesn't save anybody. It doesn't change what happened either. Judas, he felt bad about his sin. But instead of running to Jesus, he ran away from him. All right, he returned the money. He confessed his wrongdoing to the religious leaders, and he tried to undo the consequences, but it was too late. And he never sought to receive the forgiveness that is available through Christ. All right, and Peter, he also failed Jesus. Let's not forget that. Right? Peter denied him 3 different times. The difference wasn't the severity of the sin, right? The different levels of the sin. It was the direction that they ran afterward. Peter ran back to Jesus, and Judas ran further into despair. Right? Many people today, they live in remorse. They hate what they've done in the past. They feel the guilt. They feel shame. They feel an immense amount of regret. They wish that they could take back the words that they said. They wish that they could erase the addiction or restore the relationship that was broken or undo the compromise. But remorse, it's only the first step, all right? God never intended guilt to be the final destination. It's meant to be a signpost that leads us towards repentance and leads us towards Jesus, all right? As long as there's breath in your lungs, it's never too late to go back to God. It's never too late. The enemy wants you to believe that your guilt, that your shame is final. He wants you to believe that's your final destination. And Jesus says that his grace is greater.